Hi there, Taylor with West Physiotherapy, and I help people in Western North Carolina get back on the trail. And I'm going to give you three unsolicited tips today, things to stop doing if you have joint pain or arthritis. Okay, who had some pain, been to the doctor, told the doctor, they start kind of looking for why might your hip be hurting? You get an X-ray done. Okay, and results of the x-ray come back and they say, well, you have, you know, a little bit of degenerative something, a little bit of osteoarthritis, a little bit of degenerative disc disease, a little bit of facet joint hypertrophy. And you think, oh, wasn't expecting that so soon. Bummer. Certainly explains why I'm not feeling good, certainly explains why I can't do the things that I want to do. Um, you know, shoot. So I want to give you some tips. Number one thing, if this has happened to you, if you've gotten this news or you're experiencing this, number one thing to stop doing is to stop thinking that there's nothing that you can do. Okay? A lot of times when we get these kind of diagnoses, we hear degeneration, we hear arthritis, and we think, well, I have a diagnosis, I have a pain and inflammation diagnosis, and I'm not going to change that. I'm not going to make the joint not have arthritis. So I'm sort of stuck with this pain. I may as well kind of get used to it. Um, Too bad, so sad. So I'm going to tell you a little story. This was actually a friend of mine who became a patient, and I was walking behind her one day, watching her walk, and I said, "Gosh, are you doing okay? You don't look like you feel that good walking." She said, "No, actually, I have a lot of hip pain. It hurts almost all the time. I feel bad getting out of bed. I don't want to go for long walks. I can't ride my bike anymore. My husband thinks I'm getting really boring because I don't do any of the kind of hobbies that I used to do when he met me. And I have arthritis in my hip, pretty bad, and I hurt all the time." And I said, "Okay, let's see if we can do something about this. Let's get you in. Let's start treating that hip." And we did. Started working on the hip, started loosening up the soft tissue around the hip, started getting the pelvis more balanced, started working on the low back. What was low back mobility like? What was strength like? What was core strength like? And giving her things to work on when she was at home. She really wanted to be able to sit Indian style on the floor, get down on the floor with her young kid. So we started working on all those things, and it worked. She's able to walk, she's able to go on a hike without her knee blowing up. I checked on her a few weeks ago. I said, "Are you doing okay? Do you need to get in for an appointment?" She said, "You know what? I can sit on the floor um, with my legs crossed now. I feel really good. Able to go camping, without waking up and feeling like, oh my gosh, couldn't walk." Um, so there's a lot that you can do even with these types of diagnoses, even if you're having pain because of degeneration and arthritis. Are you going to make it go away? No, but you sure can make it feel a lot better and get back to enjoying some of the things that you were missing out on. All right, number two tip, stop doing this if you have joint pain or arthritis, is stop giving up your hobbies. What happens when you give up your hobbies? You get kind of bored, you get a little depressed, you feel a little, hemmed in, a little frustrated, you don't have your outlets, you're not getting outside as much, you're not getting as much vitamin D, you're not getting tired, you're not, and then sometimes what happens, you're not sleeping as well. And when you're not sleeping as well, you start having more inflammation, more pain. And it's just no good. You don't feel as good. You start getting weaker because you're not doing your activities. You're not bathing your joints. You're not keeping your muscles strong. You're not keeping your bone density up. So stop giving up your hobbies. Okay? Sometimes we think, if I can't be here, I don't even want to do it. Try modifying it. Try running a little shorter or for less time, or swimming fewer laps, or going a little slower. Try adjusting, finding some way to still enjoy what you want to do without totally just giving it up. All right, and the number 3 tip I have for you to stop doing if you have joint pain or arthritis is stop blaming your mother. Please, we get blamed for everything. I wish I had a dime for every time someone said, well, my mom had a lot of back pain. Well, my mom had a hip replacement in her 70s. And yes, that matters. Our genetics matter. We came from our parents. But that is not the only thing that's going to define your story. You're unique. You have your own health and wellness journey. And you are not destined to, hi Amelia. You're not destined to, you're not your mother, okay? Amelia. You're not destined to repeat, the same type of musculoskeletal lifespan that your parents had, just because of your genetics. We've got genetics on one hand and we have our environment on the other. And these are both really important in our, medical history and how things go for us. And so in that environmental category, which is just as heavy as this genetic category, we've got things that have happened to you over time. You've got your diet, you've got your exercise, you've got lots of medical options now that were not always available to people. You have conservative therapies like physical therapy, you've got massage, you've got acupuncture, all of those kind of things. Jen, I miss you. Good to see you there. So stop blaming your mother. That's the last. That's good advice for whatever kind of problem you have. Okay. So if this is anything that you struggle with or have been noticing or been feeling some joint pain, maybe it's been diagnosed as something, you're feeling a little bummed out, you're not feeling like you can do what you want to do, just I want you to drop me a comment, stop it, all right? And I'd be happy to talk to you a little bit more. Thanks a lot. Bye, Jen. Bye, Anelia.